Yo. What's up, golf fans and RotoBaller family? This is another episode of Launching Long Shots. Take out the bazooka. Let's hit a bomb for the Wells Fargo Championship held at Quail Hollow Golf Club. This week, got to mention the team over at RotoBaller is building. The momentum is rising as we head into the second major championship of the season. You want access. I put out 5 articles a week. Spencer Aguiar puts out an insane amount of tools. Model Maniac does all of his data work. Joe Nicely's Horse for the Courses. Everything that you possibly need to know. We've got guys covering Live. Flag Hunting Pod does an incredible course preview early in the week. Access to everything, including the Discord channel. We're going to start hosting live shows every Wednesday, where if you're a member of the RotoBaller team, if you sign up for that PGA sub, you can get in there. We're going to talk with you. We're going to field questions. We're going to talk last minute DFS lineup swaps, everything that you need to possibly know to get yourself geared up for both betting and playing DFS for PGA and professional golf. We have you covered over at the RotoBaller team. The promo code to get full access is LINES, LINES. That's in reference to the Preferred Lines podcast, which is my podcast, out now this week. Go sub on YouTube. Just recorded a show with the great and incomparable Jeff Feinberg covering the Wells Fargo Championship and all of our picks at the top of the board. But let's get to some long shots. That's what you're here for. Let's talk some guys over 50 to 1 this week that I think you should consider. And the first one I want to talk to you about is Mr. North Carolina. I want to bet Akshay Bhatia. And here's why. You look at the green in the strokes gain approach numbers. Absolutely phenomenal. Over 8 strokes gained on approach in 2 of his last 4 starts. Even gained another 5.7 at the RBC Heritage. Absolutely flushing his irons. You see their top 20 finishes in 4 of his last 5 starts. Things are trending in the right direction. And the biggest thing that I took away, not many players would have been able to withstand what he went through with Denny McCarthy surging for a course record on Sunday. His approach toward playing with the lead, his approach toward playing with pressure is something that I was extremely taken back by. It was unexpected, and it leads me to believe that he has what it takes, both mentally and physically, to win one of these big-time signature events. I think he can do it at the Wells Fargo. Here's the thing. When he played this event last year, he gained 5 strokes on approach. He putted it terribly. And that was the story of Akshay Bhatia's season last year. Let's look at the putting numbers as we scroll down. Look at last season. He was awful. -3. Here it is. The Wells Fargo last year, 5.2 on approach. Still flushing, but he lost 3.4 with the putter. All this red. But you see this year in 2024, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight starts gaining at least 1.3 with the putter. The broomstick is working for Akshay Bhatia. He has switched up his putter. He has switched up his putting stroke. He is playing with a newfound confidence, and it's transferring from the iron play to the greens. He's 50 to 1. Akshay Bhatia is the first one on my card this week. Okay. In the 65 to 1 range, if you're looking closely here on YouTube, you'll see right above my left shoulder is a Kent State University flag. That's my alma mater. That's where last year's champion came from. And his roommate is one Corey Connor, 65 to 1, T8 last year at the RBC Heritage. Here's the thing about Corey, and I think that this event sets up very well for guys who hit it far off the tee. There's not much penalty for missing in the rough here, if any. Corey's sneaky long. You see the amount of times he gains strokes off the tee, and you look at the approach play, is what we expect out of Corey Connors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive starts gaining strokes on approach. The putter. Now, I talked about it with Bhatia a little bit. Now, look back at this stretch for Corey Connors. Long term, it is very bad, but really short term, I'm talking like his last 4 starts, moderate improvement. Putted reasonably well at the Players' Championship, putted pretty well at the Masters. These are difficult courses with tough greens, and he's playing them better with the putter. I'm just sitting here hoping for a spike putting week, but all in all, when you bet these long shots, as I always speak about, you should back it with a top 20. You should maybe consider a top 40 on the bigger guys. He is 2 to 1 as of this morning, Monday morning, to finish top 20. I love that bet. You see the amount of times he's been able to consistently do that throughout his career. Corey Connors is 65 to 1. Number 2 on the card for our lunching long shot segment. Batia Connors. Now let's go big time nuclear over 100 to 1. There are 125s still currently available on this player. He had an impressive performance that led me to believe maybe this guy's back at Augusta National. Let's talk a little bit of my boy Cam Davis. RBC Heritage T49, not great, but you look at where his good finishes have come here. And this came, guys, as a bit of a surprise to me, right? I had considered probably prior to this year, as someone who won the Rocket Mortgage Classic, as you want to play an event like last week at TPC Craig Ranch where you get to 25 or 30 under par, and maybe that's a nice spot for Cam Davis. I'm starting when you zoom out a little bit, and especially when you hone in on this year, where's he playing well, right? He's playing well at difficult challenges. The Zozo Championship, very difficult, underrated course, finished in the top 12 with a -4 score. You look at the players, excuse me, not the players, the Arnold Palmer Invitational at T18, his second best finish of the season. That was at -2. He had a good week there. And then a T12 at Augusta Nationals, where he finished 1 over par with a disappointing Sunday. He was firmly inside the top 10. Distance, lack of accuracy off the tee for Cam Davis, I don't think mitigates his potential this week. I like his ability to sort of play from the rough. When you look and kind of scope at some of his numbers here, coming particularly in this 176 to 225 range, just a nice little tool from Bet the Number here. When he's coming from other, he is phenomenal. You look where that numbers creep up there. From the rough, he's really good. He's over above average in ball speed, lower than tour average in accuracy. What we need out of Cam Davis is one of these weeks where he gains 3 strokes putting. Is he going to win a signature event at the Wells Fargo? Probably not. Back him in the top 20, back him in the top 40. Those are 3 guys that are long shots, deep odds this week down the board in a shortened field that I think you should be paying attention to at Quail Hollow. Best of luck this week. My name is Joe Idone. At Tour Picks is, of course, the place that you can find me and all of my content for free every week on my Twitter page. Full picks will be out Wednesday. I'll post the entire card for you guys. Best of luck. Hope you have a great week. We'll catch you next week for our second major of the season. I cannot wait for Valhalla. Big show planned for you next week, as well as launching long shots. We'll be right back at